I'm looking forward. If the coach puts me in the first 11 in the starting team, I will make my first official game, because so far it has just been friendlies. And yeah, I was happy when I got the call. I was still in the fight for promotion with my club, so it was additional motivation, and it pushed me additionally, because I was looking forward to come to Nigeria and represent my country, and of course win the first game.
I'm ready. I think we've been training well this week. The first few days is hard work, but I think everyone's ready in the squad to face Chad. Yeah, good. They looked after me very well when I came in, and yeah, I just have to be adapting to the climate a little bit. But yeah, I feel good now. I've been to Nigeria countless times. My father still lives in Lagos, so yeah, I know the country very well. Yeah, it's everything. It's a new start for the Super Eagles. And yeah, I think it's good for the whole team to be focused and be ready, because we have to bring it and win this game against Chad.
Okay, there's nothing that will be so spectacular than for you to actually, on your first game, you get to score, and also the Nigerian players will end up winning that game. I think that's what he's actually aiming for. But you were asking me who these players were. Well, they are Nigerian players. Okay, you remember Liam Balogun very well. But William Troost-Ekong, it's a player Nigerians are not familiar with.
You know, you can laugh about it sometimes.
Go take a look at the list again.
You can laugh about it sometimes, but the thing is, sometimes you give it to Keshi. He finds these players from nowhere, and before you know, they play a game, they play 2 games, and they have a good showing, and they become household names. Of course, everybody remembers Aaron Samuel when he was invited. A lot of people were turned their noses up, like, who's this guy from China? And he apparently he's part of the team now, doing well. So Keshi is the coach. He has a free hand to make his decision to select his team, and if he tries to pick anybody from anywhere, as long as they get the results, that is what matters when it comes to the Super Eagles and performances. So the game against Chad, what actually makes me very happy is the fact that Vincent Nyama decided not to call it a day after, you know, where there were speculations that he might call it a day after the last. Cecilia, he's a young man, you know, goalkeeper.
Exactly, that's why I was shocked when people were saying he wants to call it a day. Come
for
on.
the national team.
For the national team,
remember Poskos called it quits with the national team at a very young age. He went on to play for Manchester United.
Because you have players who are ready to step into.
But not like him. So
not like him.
Yamal can also do the same thing. Daniel Ekpeye,
okay.
The other one,
you can't even remember their names. So it shows that where we Super Eagles
we have goalkeepers. Yamal was discovered.
Let's start discovering them.
You know, it was
okay, let's discover them first and see anyone that can easily fit into the shoes. Then Yamal can decide to, like, okay, I'll stop playing for the national team. But for now,
Yamal should still be with the team.
He should stay now. And we're hearing this report that in 2017, after the Nations Cup, he will call it quits. Okay. Quickly go on a short break now. I also encouraging FIFA to actually maintain reforms.
We can only encourage FIFA to continue the way of reforms, which obviously have been initiated. We cannot give advice of what to do in detail, but we appreciate that there is the readiness, obviously, for reforms now. We also know from our experience that the other part of the job, that means putting everything on the desk, can be a painful experience, but that it is absolutely necessary to do this, as we have seen from our own history. We had these kind of problems 15 years ago. That we addressed it there in a way by introducing term limits, by reducing the age limit significantly, by having term limits not only for members, but in particular for all members of the executive board and the president.
That's Thomas back talking about, well, FIFA, how they can imitate them and see how they can also introduce reforms. He's not the only one that is talking about FIFA because of these corruption charges everywhere. Well, US President Barack Obama also talked about FIFA, that football is a beautiful game, but just need the people running it for them to be fair in whatever they're doing. Let's listen to him.
in conversations I've had here in Europe, people think it is very important for FIFA to be able to operate with integrity and transparency and accountability. And so as the investigation and charges proceed, I think we have to keep in mind that although football, soccer, depending on which side of the Atlantic you live on, is a game, it's also a massive business. It is a source of incredible national pride, and people want to make sure that it operates with integrity. The United States, by the way, since we keep on getting better and better at each World Cup, we want to make sure that a sport that's gaining popularity is conducted in a upright manner.
It's all for the good of the game. Well, FIFA issue will definitely never end. Quickly, just comment on what they say.
Yeah, Obama talking about the fact that, what the bribery allegations and everything. And I'm sort of surprised because Americans are not really big on football. Or they are big on football, but not soccer, depending on how you want to call it. They call what we call football, they call soccer. They have their own brand of football, But it shows that the whole world is getting interested. The whole world wants to know what really is happening, and it has shown with the fact that Sepp Blatter has stepped down as FIFA president. So I think with what Thomas Bach was also saying, the IOC president trying to give advice on how things can be run between now and when the next elections will hold, the next extraordinary session where maybe a successor for Blatter will be picked. Then from then on, hopefully we'll begin to see reforms from FIFA, and because lots of probings still going on. Yes, we heard the Russia-Qatar bid. There's a likelihood that they might have to, withdraw the hosting rights and stuff. Let's just hope it doesn't get to that. Let them settle this once and for all, so it won't get murkier once you go deeper into the bribery scandals and everything. But well, for FIFA, I think they shouldn't spoil the fun now, because apparently the beautiful game is what people are all about. The art itself, not the business, but the business is also important. That is why you get. That's why you get to see all these
maybe
things.
One major reform should be maybe whenever they vote in. It should not be secret ballot anymore. Because so. Yesterday I actually read about Jose Mourinho saying that he may have been a victim of that. That some of his friends and players called him and said they voted for him in 2012 as coach of the year, but they said their votes were actually changed. How true is that? But Jose Mourinho is coming up to say that. So if they can, once you vote and it's everybody gets to say it, I think that would be better for all of us. The bidding process, the Player of the Year award that people keep saying is controversial and all that, maybe if that can be done, or maybe the executive committee is reduced and they get to pass through various screening and all that, integrity tests before they become members of FIFA executive committee. Maybe those ones will definitely help FIFA to be more transparent. Okay, from that now, straight to tennis. Well, Rafael Nadal, now it sounds awkward when you say Rafael Nadal is word number 10.
It's been coming. It's been coming. Earlier on in his career, the way his style of play, a lot of power, especially in his topspin. It was predicted a long time ago. Tennis buffs had seen it that he would burn out quickly. He wouldn't have the longevity that this man currently enjoys, Roger Federer, and it's beginning to show.
Not the only power play. Serena Williams is a power
No.
Okay.
Nadal, at a point when Nadal was at the peak of his powers, when you see him play, especially when he was wearing his muscle tops, you will see the left arm bulge, and you see the right arm, kind of small. You know that the power he exerts on that arm, and it took its toll on him later on when he started getting injuries and all whatnot. It's sad, for a player of his immense talent and everything, that he's going through this. But it's also good for the game of tennis, the fact that it's not just Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer dominating. Djokovic is doing his Stan Wawrinka, adding to the mix, making it fun. Grigor Dimitrov, hopefully the ones just under Grigor Dimitrov, Milos Raonic, John Fred Tsonga. Like I said, they need another level. to step up to the level of Nadal, Djokovic, Federer, and Murray.
Right now, the top four has been broken because when Stan
Wawrinka, yeah,
yes, he was talking about the big four.
Wawrinka has got it.
No, he's part of the big four.
Yeah, I think it's still.
Can he stay that?
It's still. I think it's a big five now. I think Wawrinka has earned the right. It's not a flash of the pan. For him to win the Australian Open in 2014. And a year later, he's won the French Open, different surfaces, hard and clay. Beating
number one and number two.
It shows you that he has reached that level. He stepped up, and good for him. Somewhere that I felt just couldn't make that leap was Thomas Berdych, who was just below them for a while.
He will always be there. Quickly, let's listen to Rafael Nadal. He's looking forward to the grass court season. After the clay court season, it was really a disappointing one for him, but he believes that with grass court, if he can win more games, well, his ranking, which is rise.
No, the preparation doesn't change much, no. But at the same time, the grass surface deserves one more week. No, it's a very important surface, historic surface for our sport. So they deserve the grass deserves to have one more week, and obviously for the players, it's a little bit better to have 3 weeks before Wimbledon. The goal is always the same: try to win as many matches as possible in every tournament that I'm gonna play. No, and first tournament on grass always is a very tough one, very difficult one. You need to adapt, and it's something that I need time on court. I need to spend hours on court to feel myself comfortable on grass, the movements, the way that I hit the shots. But the only way that make that happen is to spend time on court.
Well, spend time and just try to see how you can win more grass court.
Any other Grand Slam
this year?
No.
Okay, again no, that's not good. That's not a good prediction at all for Rafael Nadal. Hopefully, he gets to win more. Okay, quickly, the NBA now. Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers. The game tonight, game 3, of course, is definitely at Cleveland.
It's this series,
LeBron is basically carrying the team.
When it was about to start, I felt okay with Kyrie Irving still with a bit of a chance of playing. It might be sort of even maybe 6 games, 7 games. But now, then Kyrie Irving, after game 1, Kyrie Irving was out for the finals. He went out he wasn't going to return. He's not going to return. And Golden State won that. And I felt, hey, this might just be a sweep or a 4-1 victory. LeBron the first game, LeBron was huge, 44 points, but his teammates did step up. Only 6 players got all the 100 points for Cleveland. Second game, LeBron, triple-double. From nowhere, he was something else. There was no Kyrie Irving. Matty Dellavedova stepped up. Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, other players also stepped up. So right now, I'm looking at it. We might just have a longer series if Cleveland can get if Cleveland can get both games in Cleveland. Then we might just have an upset on our hands because Golden State are the favorites
to win it
for this particular one.
Well, thank you so much, Chinensia, for coming on the program. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Business Morning is up next. Don't forget, Sports Night is at 9 p.m. Bye for now.